Hey you guys, it's Jess on the case, and I'm coming to you to talk to you about Kenneka Jenkins. I know what y'all gonna say, but that is my passion, getting justice for people. Um, so right now, they are trying to imply that they have found Kenneka Jenkins' killer. I know. They are trying to say, okay, so the boy that started the live, I don't know if you guys remember him, but he was the one walking around with the phone, and while everybody was dancing and partying, he was the one that was like, you know, um, walking around his phone. So, um, you could see on actually on there where he was telling the girl to give Kanika the drink, and she was in the bathroom, and she actually came out of the bathroom and actually gave Kanika the drink. So what people are saying is that not only that, but you also hear them saying, no, Kanika's saying, what is in this drink? What is this? And then she starts stumbling around. Now, I don't know how true that part is. Now, if I've heard that part several times, I'm sorry, y'all. It's dry. Uh, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about that part. And if Kanika really said that, if she did say that, then that would give us a clue of where those drugs came from that they said came from the autopsy report, where they said that topiramate, or that drug for seizures, was found in her system. Um, I just think that that is kind of weird, and that maybe someone did actually put something in her drink. I think that might have been the drug that was put into her drink. What the police are not looking at, which is really pissing me off, is that this video shows the girl passing the drink to Kanika. It says, "Give it to that girl over there," and then when the camera is back on Kanika, she's the one with the cup. Like, how do you just close a case like that with that type of information? Anyway, now they're saying that the guy that was holding the camera is the killer. He was arrested on some other charges, a gun charge maybe, and now they're saying, oh, that's good for him because maybe they're doing this because they know he was connected to the Kenneka Jenkins case and that he might have something to do with it or know a lot about it, or they call him the setup man, really, which I don't think that that's true, but that's what they're trying to imply. And my thoughts on this is, honestly, I feel like they're just trying to get likes. And I told you guys the first time I did this Kenneka Jenkins case from the beginning. I've been on her case from the beginning. You can go back. That some stuff people are just trying to do just to get likes. It's not that they really care about Kenneka. It's just because they're trying to get likes. Me, I'm the type of person. I go to Rosemont Hotel. I look and I see if they're still doing the actual walks, the rallies, because I can't be there because I have to work and I have a kid that needs me and I have to take care of. So I can't go to Rosemont, to Chicago anytime I want to and just, be in the march. So I just want to look and see, if they're still having it and if people are still going out for her. And once I see that, I'm okay. And I did see that they were still, actually on her birthday, they were going out and they were doing justice for Kanika. And I also saw the police. They were on the sidewalk and the police asked them to move off the grass. They told them no. First, the police told them it was okay for them to be on the sidewalk. Then the police changed it and told them to get off the sidewalk and get on the grass. So I guess this was supposed to deter them from what they were doing, but actually it didn't do anything. They continued to have the rally for Kanika because it was her birthday, and the police did kept coming over there, like, y'all need to move over, you need to move this way, you need to do this, and everything they were doing was wrong. The police was just trying to find something. Everything was wrong. But it was a big effort on their end. And I appreciate things like that. That lets me know there are real people out there that are really trying to make a cause for this case and they're just not trying to get likes. And, I'm just one of the YouTubers that really care about people. People who are unjustified or unjustifiably dead. And nobody, can do anything about it, but we can voice our opinions and we can say, that's not right, and we can keep those people in remembrance. And that's why we have a voice. We have a voice to do those things. Now, you have people crying. Now, I said this before, but I just saw it again today, and it was just up there. And you have people crying up, and I'm trying to see if it's a joke or is this really what's going on, because I'm confused. Are you crying because Kanika is gone and she's unjustifiably gone? Or are you crying to get views? Because the story does not make sense. You said you wasn't there. You said you don't know Kanika. So how do you have the facts? The only person who will have the facts is the person that killed her. The only person that will have facts is the person that was with the person that killed her. How can you have facts if you wasn't there? The thing about us, we get up here and we do our best at talking about what we know. However, we don't know what really happened, and that's what we're still trying to figure out. The police, however, have closed the investigation and decided that it's an accident from day one. Not even putting tape out to find out. They didn't care. They just went and deemed it an accident. So that leaves us to keep the case alive. And sometimes when you continue to do stuff and you just continue, eventually it'll bring awareness, and sometimes things get reopened. Especially if somebody finds some good evidence that can get this case back open. Because right now it's looking like we don't have any kind of evidence to keep it open. So the police saying, oh, they don't have any evidence. We don't have any evidence. It's an accident. I mean, no, it was. You can clearly look at his face, and you don't have to be her mom to do this. But you can look at her and tell that she fought somebody off and she went through something. So my whole thing is an accident. How's an accident and her hair is all over her head? Like, I don't care if you sweat. I don't care if you're drunk. Your hair is not going to be all in your face, curled all around your head like that. Whoever laid her down forgot to brush her hair down and put it back after she fought. Now, it looks like when she was fighting, she might have was shaking her head, moving people, and just hair flying all over the place. And when she laid down and actually was freezing to death, the pieces of hair that was in her face actually curled up, kind of got a little curled up there and stayed right where they were. And my thing is, I just feel like they just brushed this one under the rug like they did with Kendrick Johnson's case. I'm here to bring awareness, and if you don't like people talking about, injustice and, the dead and how they were horribly treated by the police and by, just anybody, then this is not the right, YouTube for you. you might want to look at something else that you're more interested in, because I'm going to continue to talk about cases, and it won't just be Kanika's case, it won't just be Kendrick Lamar cases. Right now, those two cases are very bad. Adrian's case is bad. If you don't know who Adrian is, that's the little boy whose mother fed him to the pigs. Adrian was fed to the pigs after his mother tortured him, after she made him stand in the house and raise his arms all night and all day, knowing that the little boy had to go to school. Also, she deprived him of food. Also, they made him stand outside in the cold with no food, had him eating can, and if that wasn't enough, they let him die. Beat him across the head, and he just got bruises from forever on him, older model bruises, newer model bruises. And then after all of that, they decided to feed him to the pigs, and he died. And I guess they thought the pigs would eat him and that they wouldn't find him. However, the police did find him, and his mother must have had a story for that, but the neighbor, she needed the neighbor to get the pictures for her from her iCloud because she couldn't get them. So the neighbor did that for her. And when the neighbor went in there, the neighbor actually saw some gruesome pictures of the kid, and also them taping the kid on camera, following his every move. When he was in the bathroom, they followed him. When he was in his room, they followed him. In the kitchen, they followed him. Outside, they followed him. Seems like he was in a maximum security prison to me, with no food. This little kid was so skinny, it was unreal. Like, how could you treat somebody like that? But that's how people do these days. They don't care about little kids, and some others just want to party and they want to do what they want to with their new boyfriend. And some dads are the same way. They get the control over the kid, and then they don't do no better than the mother. And I'm just going to say this again. If you feel like you're not able to take care of you feel like you just can't do it, you need to give him to someone who can, or seek adoption instead of killing and doing all these extra harmful things. We were not brought on this earth to do those things. We were brought on this earth to teach them right and wrong, and when they're wrong, they're wrong. You know, there's nothing wrong with punishing your kid, but when you're sitting your kid outside with no the trash, that's just. So at this point, I've made this live for you guys because I wanted you to hear my views on these cases. Now, I will have more cases that we will discuss. And if you have a case that you would like for me to talk about, I can definitely do so. And we can talk about the case and see, you know, what pointers we can bring out, what things have changed during the years. If it's a new case, we can look at things that are coming out right now on the case. And again, my name is Jess on the case. And I'll see you guys later.